Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to Gail's Low Carb Recipe Ideas. Today we're going to make a great recipe. It's a little treat for all of us, and it's a low carb almond coconut chocolate peanut butter bites. They are delicious, they're easy to make, and I think you're really going to enjoy them. We're going to get started and I'll show you how to make it. So here I've got my baking sheet, my cookie sheet, and I have my silicone mat. You can use parchment paper if you'd like. You don't even have to use a mat for this. Because what I'm doing is some of the seeds I'm going to put in the oven. I want to toast them up just a little bit to bring out some of the flavor. So the first thing I'm going to add to our dish, our baking tray, is slivers of almonds. And that's a half a cup, which is about 55 grams. And then I'm going to have sunflower seeds, a quarter of a cup, and that's about 30 grams. So we're just going to kind of mix it. I'm not making a great big batch of this. I'm going to do a small amount because I don't need a lot in the house, and you might just want a small batch to give it a try to see if you really like it. Now I have pumpkin seeds, and I love these. These ones are salted, and they're a quarter of a cup of pumpkin seeds, and they're about 30 grams as well. So I'm just going to spread them out, and a lot of the pumpkin seeds I bought from Costco actually, and that's the brand that I had bought. And then the other ones I buy at the bulk barn or in a grocery store, and they're in bulk. That's the sunflower seeds, and we're also going to be putting in coconut flakes. I call them coconut smiles. I'm going to put them in a few minutes. I just want these ones here to roast up a little bit first. So I'm going to put them in the oven at 350, and it's going to be like 5 to 6 minutes. I just want them to, I have to be careful though because I don't want them to go brown. I don't want to burn them. So while they're baking in the oven, I'm going to just take a small bowl that is microwavable, and I'm going to melt a few things together. So the first thing we're going to put in is 1 tablespoon of cocoa butter, which is about 14 grams. Now, cocoa butter comes in chunks like this. It smells like chocolate, smells delicious. And here's my package that I use. Okay, so we're going to put that in the dish. Then we're going to add in a tablespoon of coconut oil. And we want not sweetened, we want just regular coconut oil. So I've got, if I can grab onto the bowl properly. There we go. And that's 1 tablespoon, 14 grams. Now the next we're going to put in is peanut butter. Now, the peanut butter I love. I absolutely love this peanut butter. I get it at Walmart. This is the brand here. And if you read on the back, it does say it has 1 sugar in it, but it must be the natural because I haven't added any in. But it's 2 carbs, 1 fiber per tablespoon. And it says here that it's organic roasted peanuts, sea salt, and that's it. That's the only thing that's in here, and it's delicious. I have no issues eating that by itself compared to others. You still have to stir to get the oils all mixed, but it's still definitely worth it. Oh, I'm sloppy here. My goodness. I'm going to have to lick my fingers. And I apologize. I think I said 1 tablespoon, but it's 2 tablespoons, just in case. I don't want to have an error here. So now that I've got this in the bowl, I'm going to put it in the microwave, and I'm going to melt everything. That took about 1.5 minutes, and you can still see a little wee bit of the butter, the cocoa butter, but it'll melt. Just keep stirring it till it's melted. Okay, the next thing we're going to add in is a pinch of salt. And when I say a pinch of salt, that's about an eighth of a teaspoon. And we're going to add in a little bit of sweetener. So I've got 2 tablespoons of powdered erythritol. So we're going to stir that in. Okay, now we're going to add in some chocolate syrup. Now I'm putting in 30 grams, which is about 3 tablespoons, and the chocolate syrup I have here is Walden Farms. So we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of chocolate. Nice, it's so good. It's just so good. So we'll mix that up. I have half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Add that in there. Now I have 1 egg. I whisked it, beat it up a little bit. And my ingredients should have cooled right down, so it shouldn't be an issue putting it in with the chocolate. Okay, now we just have to wait until we have our seeds all ready to go. So I've just removed the seeds out of the oven, and I'm going to, they're starting to get a little brown, just a little bit. And I'm just going to set them aside, and then I've got 1.5 cups of coconut smiles. Some are quite large, but we can break them up anytime. Now I'm just going to spread them out, and I'm going to put them back in the oven for probably about 3 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer. I'll take a look and we'll decide what we're going to do. So I'm just going to put them back in, and then we're going to be ready to put everything together. I've let my seeds cool down, so I'm just going to pick it up off of the tray and dump them into a bowl. Not any extra seeds on my tray. And you can see where the coconut smiles have browned up a little bit. We didn't want to burn them, we just wanted to give them that little extra. Okay, now we're going to add in our chocolate mixture with the egg. And we're going to mix it up really, really well. And I've got a little pan here, a miniature. It's like a muffin dish, but it's quite tiny. I'll show you here. And what I did was I've sprayed it with avocado oil. And I got this nice little sprayer. You pump it like this, and it shows you in here how much you have for your oil. And it's awesome. It's really nice. So I use that quite often. Okay, we're going to spoon out our seeds. And hopefully I'm not going to make too much of a mess. I just want like a bite size. I don't want them big. You could, if you had a granola bar or a chocolate bar silicone mat, or tray, whatever you want to call it, that would be nice to have as well, but I don't, and I'm not going to go out and buy one. So I'm just going to play around here and try and get them filled, and I'll be right back with you. So I got them all to fit in. I'm just kind of pressing them down. We're going to put them in the oven at 350. And it's probably going to be around 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but I just want them to bake up. I have egg in here, so we need to put it in the oven. All right, we're all set. I just took them out of the oven. That was 10 minutes. Now, let's see if I can, it's still hot. I gotta get a hold of it somehow. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my little knife here, and I'm just going to work around them while they're still warm. because I want to make sure I can get them out all in one piece. So you can see that it looks pretty good that way, but I just want to be sure before I let them all settle. So we're just going to go around each one, and then once they've cooled down, I'm going to put them in the fridge. Now what I did was I sprinkled a little bit of salt on each one just before I ate them, which gave it that little extra. It's nice with the peanut butter and the chocolate. So you should give that a try as well. Just holding it up here, you can smell the peanut butter and the chocolate mixture. Quite nice. And they were so easy to get out of the pan. They just popped right out. They're quite nice. Now it is 2.3 net carbs for one of these and 138 calories. But I think it's worth it, and it'll just take that edge off of that sweetness you're looking for. Nice flavor. Very good, and they're chewy. When you're biting into all of these different seeds and nuts, you're getting a fill. So one probably would really do the trick for you. Nice flavor, quite like it. So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, try this recipe and try some of my others. I have the red subscribe button just under my video. Click on it, join our group. I love talking to everybody, and I'm hoping that I'm giving good recipes to you as well.